Done? All right.
This is out of context, but under all the signatory numbers, I'm giving this.
It is indeed a unique privilege for me to avail the honor of standing at this pedestal before an elite congregation to reminisce and honor the memory of my late father, Dr. Ngoliba Au, and his colleagues, who were the pioneer architects of the state of Nagaland.
I feel that this is the right forum and the right occasion to speak out the truth about Naga People Conventions. Over the years, the 16-point agreement had been scorned and maligned by vested interests, even including those who are enjoying the fruits of this statehood. They have also jumped into the bandwagon of those people who have started maligning this 16-point agreement. Maybe out of their mistaken and often comforting belief of complete knowledge and factual consciousness, people or those people who spoke against 16-point agreement are perilously inclined to apply distorted logic, analyze half-cooked information, and draw faulty conclusions on matters requiring detailed and meticulous understanding and scrutiny. Ladies and gentlemen, God has set me up to date, and therefore, as one of the living members of the signatories to the 16-point agreement of 1960, I feel it my bounden duty to place on record the incontrovertible reality and the NPC always dedicatedly endeavor to create a favorable political environment in the area so as to lucidly and unequivocally highlight the foundational basis of the legitimate demands and long-felt political aspirations of the people of Nagaland before the government of India. Before I do not harbor the slightest hesitation or faintest demur in stating that the widely acknowledged, hugely debated, and often irrationally maligned 16-point agreement of 1960 was evolved after exhaustive and widespread deliberations by the representatives of 16 tribes of Nagaland. Note, 16 tribes of Nagaland is a prominent milestone in the checkered political history of the Nagas. The solemn and unanimous resolution of the Naga People Convention was for what? To salvage the hopes and aspirations of the Naga people. The 16-point memorandum was conceptualized and drafted very consciously and judiciously, factoring all the prevailing exigent and strenuous social political realities so as to act as a basis for an honorable resolution to the vexed Naga problem. After examining in depth the historical and political records of the Naga National Council, the Naga People's Convention drafted its resolution, including Article 371A, which was borrowed from the 9-point agreement between the NNC and the Akbar Hydari, who represented the government of India. That is, land and resources, as one of the most important demands during the negotiation with the Prime Minister of India in 1960. The younger generation, especially young political leaders of today in the state, should clearly understand how and why the Naga People Convention emerged in the Naga political scenario so that a true perspective can emerge on their ideas, ethos, activities, and goals of the NPC in the context of the prevailing situation of that time. May I tell you that Naga People Convention was born when the entire state of Nagaland was in turmoil because of armed conflict between the Indian security forces and the gatherers of the Naga underground. The public of Nagaland were sandwiched, and consequently, houses were burned, granaries were burned, and the rest grew. Male folks were daily engaged in forced labor. Some were herded to jails, and lots of excesses were committed on the Naga people. Cultivations were not allowed. Free movements were not allowed. And there was even suspicion, fear among the Naga people themselves. The Naga people had to suffer this agony unseen, unheard, unloved, uncared by outside people. And the situation was such that the leaders of the then Naga People Conventions thought that something has to be done to redeem the prestige, the glory of Naga people. There are two alternatives left. One, if we continue like this, the forces of the Indian army was so huge that we have to surrender and go back to the district of Assam. Was it not so humiliating? Was it not so hurting? And therefore, an alternative option had to be worked out. And it shall have to be done by leaders of the overground people. The leaders of Naga People's Convention have a serious consideration, debate, deliberations as to how do we find out the next alternative. And the next alternative to redeem the people was to have a state with maximum autonomy within the Union of India. And this was deliberated widely, thoroughly, in the third convention for 3 days by representatives of 16 tribes of Nagaland. And it was a unanimous decision that the 16-point memorandum should be the best for negotiation with the government of India. My dear countrymen, I should say, the citizens of Nagaland, we have to take this decision to redeem the people. Sometimes I feel that Naga problem, political issues, is like the story between the cup and the leaves. There are many sleeves between the cup and the leaves. We know. But as far as Naga People's Convention was concerned, we are very sure about the cup and the content of that cup. And when the people were thirsty, we knew how to give solace to these hungry, thirsty people of Nagaland from that cup. There was no confusion whatsoever. And that cup was offered to them with the help of the government of India. And today, we continue to sip from that cup. Whereas other group, they're also talking about a cup to quench the thirst of the Naga people. But for nearly 2-3 decades, they have not been able to tell the Naga people frankly, honestly, the contents of that cup. Whether there is water or milk or whiskey or cold drink, people do not know. My dear friends, today, those people are talking that the cup should be made up of gold. It should be made up of silver. But when we ask our friends to drink, we never ask them to drink cup. We only ask them to drink water or milk or such drink. But today, people are talking only about the cup, whether it should be made of silver or gold. There should be something wrong, either in the hand, whether they have not been able to hold that cup properly so that it doesn't reach the lips. Or the cup may be either empty or it may contain a poisonous liquid. But I believe good sense would prevail in the minds of all citizens of Nagaland, especially political leadership, that we feel that the cup should be a cup which can really serve us through our lips to quench our thirst. And we believe from all the circumstances available today that the new dawn is on the threshold. And I believe in this new dawn, we the Naga people in general, and especially the leaders of Naga people in particular, should take oath in the name of God that the new political dispensation should be a society, a dispensation which will be for peace, unity, tranquility, and progress and prosperity. I think, let us measure up the declaration made by the church leaders in the past that Nagaland is for Christ. And if we have to measure up that clarion call to the people of the world, then let us make the new dispensation, the new dawn, should be a state for Christ. May God bless Nagaland. Thank you.
Honorable Governor Sri R.N. Ravi, Madam Lakshmi Ravi, respected Dr. S.C. Jamir, former Chief Minister and Governor, his lady wife, my honorable colleagues present, respected Chief Secretary, senior officers from center and the state government, the recipients of the awards, and the families of the 16-point agreement signatories and pioneers of building the state of Nagaland. Invitees, dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that the two awardees today are inspirational, and I hope that our society, especially the youth, will draw motivation from their achievements and that many more will strive to bring laurels to our state and country in the years to come. I once again congratulate the awardees, the recipients, and thank Honorable Governor for his gracious ladies for their kind hospitality. Once again, congratulate and wish all a happy Republic Day. May our country continue to prosper and march ahead. Thank you. God bless. Jai Hind.
The Governor's Gold Medal Certificate 2020 with a plaque and cash award of Rs 1 lakh is given to Nagaland Village Council. Sri Langachu Village Council Chairman Nagaland Village and Sri Tinokamza Chairman Masiko Reserve Competition received on behalf of the village community. Dr. Chenji Konyak will receive the award on behalf of the committee.
On the 71st Republic Day of India, I extend my warm greetings to you all, to all the people of Nagaland, and to our countrymen inside the country or abroad. Today many of us can only try and imagine under what extraordinary circumstances these leaders, they got together keeping their heads cool, thinking what was best for the people who were caught in the crossfire. Dr. S.C. Zamir has given a detailed account of it. We are very happy that he is in the midst of us. May God give him long life and give him good health so that he continues to serve the people of Nagaland and the people of country for many, many years to come. I would also like to congratulate him on this occasion for receiving the honor from the President of India, the Padma Bhushan, for his contribution to public service, service to the people of Nagaland and people of India. On this day, I once again wish you all the best. Wish all the people of Nagaland all the best. And as we have set on the journey of building the new Nagaland, let us all rise up to the challenge that we have in front of us. We are destined to overcome it. No challenge is bigger than the will of the people, and we will overcome. There is no doubt about it. Thank you very much. Puknalayam. Jai Hind.
Shri R.N. Ravi, Madam Lakshmi Ravi, Honorable Chief Minister, Shri Nipio Rio, Madam Kaisa Rio, respected Dr. S.C. Jamir and Madam Alamda, dear family members of the remaining 20 Naga leaders who are assembled here this afternoon, my colleagues from the state government, honorable legislators, officers from the armed as well as the paramilitary forces, ladies and gentlemen. Over the years, successive governors who have come to stay here in this Raj Bhavan have added their touch and have left their mark. But perhaps this is the first time that any governor has helped us remember the supreme sacrifices made by our leaders in the early days, at a time of turmoil, who got together and helped in forming this state of Nagaland. Indeed, the state of Nagaland is a raison d'etre for our survival, for our existence as a people. I thank the Honorable Governor on behalf of all of us gathered here for helping us remember our pioneers, the architects of the state of Nagaland. The hallowed portals of this Raj Bhavan has also been a place where a number of awards have been given. Awards for music, for literature, for arts, and for sports. And these have been awarded to people who have achieved in their respective fields. But then these people have again mostly been individuals. And perhaps again, this is the first time that an award has been instituted in the Raj Bhavan to be given to communities for social action, be it conservation of our environment, which is so very precious to us, or for amelioration from social ills, which again is a battle that confronts us every day. I once again thank the Honorable Governor for having thought of all this and for curating this at-home program to be a time for paying respects to our architects and also for honoring those social communities who have relentlessly worked towards conserving our environment as well as ameliorating from social ills. Thank you very much and Jai Hind. And now, shall we all stand for the national anthem?